it. I'm a professional. That's what we're talking about. I'm coming out here in a good mood. I'm a positive person. I've got every reason to be positive. I have a bidet. Oh yeah. I never thought I was going to be a bidet person, but I'm an ally now. For you people that don't know, you've got that confused look at somewhere out there. A bidet, you attach it to your toilet, and it cleans you off and it cheers you up. It does. I was not going to buy one for myself. I wasn't a believer. But 2019 Christmas time rolled around, and I got a bidet as a gag gift. I know, wrong hole, but still. I wasn't going to attach it. I was going to re-gift it. And then 2020, people started hoarding toilet paper. And I'm like, I've got a solution. And I'm not going to get stuck. I've got too much business going on to be in there long term. A little bit of a handyman. Went in, installed the bidet. It was easy, because I'm a stud. And then I threw away the instruction manual. How hard can it be? Right? Went in the next day when it was time. I was ready. I looked down. I saw a button. I pressed it. I don't know what a PSI is, sir. But we had enough to lift me 3 feet in the air. I pressed the button. I tasted water. And I blacked out. My wife found me 20 minutes later in a Bellagio fountain of pain. Sprawled out in my bathroom. Oh! We saved on toilet paper. Had to remodel a room. I'm not allowed to do home improvement projects anymore by myself because of that. So I had my dad come over to help me install a ceiling fan. When I say I had my dad come over to help me install a ceiling fan, I mean I stood next to the ladder and handed my dad a screwdriver. A couple minutes later, I handed him the right one. It was going good. He was up there. He was being very handy. And I'm really confident with that word now, handy. Not handsy. I misused that one in elementary school describing my dad. Learned a lesson real fast. Those police were nice. He's up there, he's working, and all of a sudden I hear, darn it, lost a screw. Oh, I'll pick it up. Where's it at? He's like, no, I swallowed it. We've got to get you to the hospital. Dad's like, no, get me a cup of coffee. We've got work to do. My dad is 75 years old and he eats metal. That is the greatest generation ever. I've got a cousin my age can't handle bread. Okay? We've gone downhill. That's why I listen to my dad. I do everything he says. Like, he's my hero. He's really my hero. And I grew up listening to him. I grew up in the 80s. You know, and he said, listen to what Nancy Reagan says. She said, just say no. She did. So I've never been tempted to use drugs. Occasional beer or whiskey, because John Wayne had those. But never drugs. Because only dopes do dope, as the commercials used to say. I was in the DARE program. I understand. 6 months ago, I went to my parents' house. My mom said, "Hey, check out this CBD oil I just got." Mom, I don't know if you know, but that's drugs. My dad's like, "Well, it's gonna be a little awkward. Look what I have." He pulled out a prescription card. My dad is doing the pot. He's like, "You've got to help me pick out what kind to use." And he gave me a catalog. And I'm like, I have no idea. You didn't raise me to help you with this. I don't know. Like, but oh, look, you're my dad, you're my hero. And I started flipping through it. And then I saw the magic word. Edible. That's my love language. And gummies and cookies and brownies. Oh my. There's gummies and cookies and brownies. Oh my. Gummies and really? You have to be careful though. Yeah, you might get a pot belly. Might get a pot belly. It's what's out there. It's becoming like so socially acceptable now. It's crazy. It's like on billboards. And I know because I love billboards. I pay attention to them a lot. Because if I'm on the highway, I need to know where the best darn curly fries are this side of St. Louis. Yes, curly fries. I mean, if I'm away from home, I need to know where the nearest food is. That's important. Like FEMA should have billboards up every 20 miles. Like, hey, you've got 20 miles to a cheeseburger. That's a national emergency. And around town here, yeah, sure, it's great. You know, we've got lawyers. You know, we've got Ron John Surf Shop going down south. Great. Georgia's got the billboard game going now. They've got the best billboards. Like most of them are related to barbecue places. It's like, oh yeah, come on out to Big John's barbecue. But then occasionally they'll slip away from the barbecue places and then they'll go to the more adult themed. And sometimes it's confusing because they've got names that could really go either way. It's like, come on out to the Smoking Pig. That's either a really good barbecue or a really bad strip club. Oh, this next one's called the Whole Hog. I don't know. That depends on how you spell it. I know that's a literacy joke. It's, in Georgia, no, I agree. Like Sticky Fingers, free toy with every purchase. Like, I don't know. I don't want to take the kids there, but I could use some ribs. What's weird is all the the strip clubs that they've got the adult super centers. Like and they have like different weird names. Like the one that throws me is Adam and Eve. Yeah. It's like, hey kids, read the Bible, but not that part. But then Georgia will slip in the religious billboards every now and then. My favorite ones are the black billboards. With the white letters that say things like don't make me come down there, God. I think you should. But then the places with the billboards, they start playing off of each other. It's like in the black billboard, white lettering, love one another, God. And then the next one's like, Lion's Den, adult erotica. And then the next one's like, not what I was talking about. There's also the most confusing billboard ever in Georgia. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is food. I don't know if it is adult themed. And I don't know if it's from the Bible. It says, it's a black billboard. It's white lettering. It says, nut milk is not milk. I think it's from Leviticus, but I'm not sure. I got confused and had a cheeseburger at the next place. Man, I'm having fun here. Appreciate you coming out and letting me get away from my wife for the night. Not that I need to, my wife is amazing and beautiful. We've got a really romantic marriage. There's flowers. There's chocolate. I buy stuff for her too. It's good. We go to the beach. We walk on it. We hold hands because it's Florida. That's romantic. We don't go in the water because there's sharks. I'm worried about sharks because sharks eat people. I've seen the Discovery Channel. You hear about it every now and then on the news, like tragedy in Daytona, surfer killed by a shark. And your first thought is, I'm not sure it's a tragedy, it was a surfer. Oh, you've seen them. White guys with dreadlocks. It's not a loss, okay? But the thought is this, a shark is willing to eat that, okay? They're the Lunchables of people. The readily available weird meat covered with wax. Ugh. It's dangerous for me because I'm delicious. I'm the Kobe beef of people. Every time a surfer gets eaten, we rejoice. But some people say things like, "Oh, we need signs to warn people." I disagree. We don't. They can't read. And one, the ocean warns you. It's like, stay out. Stay out. It's nature. Stay out. It's waving you away, okay? Nature has its own signs, its own warning signs. Like people. People have their own warning signs. You see somebody with the face tattoo, you're like, hey, they've got nothing to lose. It's like you drive around, warning signs are all over the place. You see the golden arches, you're like, hey, obesity. I know. I still go. Or you drive around, you see Confederate flag, you're like, oh, white trash bigot. That joke's funny, you're up north. Where we won, yeah. I went to the doctor recently. Oops. He was not impressed with me. I walked in and he just said, no. Stop it. I'm like, I've got a head cold. He's like, I don't care. You've got to just, no. He's like, you've got to exercise more. I'm like, no, I do try to actively avoid that. He's like, well, lose weight. Like, just, go on a diet. Just don't do a fad diet. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm not cool. It's like a fad diet. That's the thing that they repackage and resell every couple years. And I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense, thinking about it. Like, because it used to be called, it's keto now, right? Keto. And it used to be called Atkins. And before that, it was famine. Yeah. It's a biblically based diet. Also called a plague. It's like, and the doctor's like, well, there's healthy groups and things like that, running groups. I'm like, oh no, not for me. Like, the running shoes are ironic, sir. But he's, you runners, and I know some of you are out there. You guys look kind of runnery. You tried to trick us. Like, somebody ran up to me once, like, hey, you interested in a 5K? I'm like, no, I've got my own retirement plan. Thank you for your concern. Like, no, K, it's a kilometer. I'm like, whoa, hold on, we won the war. I don't even know what a kilometer is. I'm an American. So I looked it up on my phone because I can do that standing still. Like God intended. A kilometer is roughly 11 football fields long. We can picture that now because football is American. It makes sense. 11 football fields. Good running back does that in 1 year. You want me to knock out 5 of those in a morning? I'm not a Hall of Famer. But then the rough thing came out. The doctor's like, hey, health reasons, really, you do need to lose weight. Figure it out. I said, well, my cousin lost 100 pounds. Lost 100 pounds in 2019. I'm proud of him. Jeff, he did a great job. Yeah, clap for that. Clap for that. Yeah, great job, cousin Jeff. Yeah. Like, I'm going to ask him how to do it, because I don't know. And Jeff, he had a great tip. He's like, you've got to be relaxed. You've got to focus. You've got to feel good about yourself. He did that Chinese thing with the needles. Heroin. Heals the weight right off. Yeah, teeth fall out, though. I've got high dental copay, so no thanks. Yeah. The doctor weighed me, though. He weighed me in the hallway where everyone could look. I stepped on the thing, and he slid all the things over. I'm like, no, just slide them back. We need them all over here. You've seen me. But no, they like to just book and then they do that just for the show. Amuse the other patients and the nurses. We finally got to the number and we looked at it. It's a come to Jesus moment. 370. I'm 10 more than a circle. I'm officially out of shape. Everyone, that's my time. Thank you. My name's Bob.